Let's select the draw of the 17th, the one on Tuesday. We find the forecast. But first let's see a little what happened. Did it happen? Or what do we see in a little? Let's go see the draw in a little detail here. It is. Let's see, in Milan it came out on the 21st, fifth extract. What was the base pressure? What was the one of 1712, which gave the 21 on Milan, which was 2169? Both dry, if you remember. With the 21 ambata third position only on Milan, therefore only one ambata, one wheel. Only on Milan in third position. And also, let's say, one of the 5 positions came out as 5. Extract number now, the 21st for the 69 was out, if you remember correctly, 2 stations before, or 3 stations before now, I don't remember. 22 and 69, he had given the Ambeto over Milan. Now I don't remember about Naples. And before, instead, he had given as both in the quartet on 12 and 69 against Naples. So this prediction, in my opinion. Can it be considered resolved? Let's see if we can do some, say, analysis on our lottery drawing notebook. This is the notebook you find on Amazon, the notebook with the cyclometric circle, the drawing of the lot where I make a little notes, a little analysis on the geometric cyclometric combinations in which I give you the forecasts. This is the latest version a bit. Let's say in black and white, but it contains more than quadruple the draws, so you can do almost a year of draws with this. Only in black and white. And you find 2 cyclometric circles here. We see the forecast that I gave in the last video that you saw, that it was Ambata 21 in Milan, which was underlined 2169, both dry, and had given 2269 as Ambeto, and 12 to 69 had given on Naples. How do you see the circle 21 is in Milan? The base was in Milan, but here, what do we see on this notebook of the Lotto fractions? Let's see what I gave in 2227, 223 when I made the other video that also talked about the town of Polignano, where I did the geometrization of events, and the same type of prediction, basically 2 numbers, 2 consecutive potions. In this case, we had 2 wheels. And it gave us a little bit of the combination of convergence, as you can see on the circle on the left. On the cyclometric circle, we found the quadrature for convergence and for predictions. Here, however, we now insert a new forecast, that of 19 now cancel into a 2024. Let's do a little geometrization of the events, and let's see a little bit of the Ambo Secco that I have to give you this time. So I'll give you just 1 Ambo Secco to play, then I'll give you 2 Ambate and a Bari, only in Bari as the 4th extract, 1 in Venice, only in Venice as the 4th extract. So the Ambates pay 55 times to the post office. Those who want to play should play them. Those who want to play them don't play them. Then on the side, who wants, there are 2 Ambo and Terno triplets. 1 triplet pays 80 times the post. So let's not talk about plays. Let's say a few names, but played quite high. Keep in mind that we are only talking about statistical probability, cyclometric theoretical probability. Of course, we know how from 1912 to 2024 we will derive the forecast that the bank priority is our disadvantage. So we have to try to approach that balance range with theoretical priority, and that actually paid over the counter. Here on Bari you can see that we have 2 numbers in the 1912 draw, which are 20 and 2 instead. On Venice we have 2 numbers which are 65 and 11. What are the opportunities of this square that all in figure 2? 2 and 20, 65 and 11, and then 5111 plus 211, 1 plus 1 and 2. So all in figure 2. So let's talk about a combination based on figure 2. So as I was saying, this type of prediction, that is, we played on Milan-Napoli from the other Lotto draw notebook. I'm sorry, but someone came in and he was disturbing me. He was making me lose. Let's say concentration. Here we talk about the vision of 22/7/2023. Let's get back to us. Same kind of prediction that I had also, let's say, mentioned on the latest version of the scientific batch, the one you find on Amazon. The latest version, the last one posted that I just updated. Of course, you find the new cover and where you can review these. Cyclometric geometric situations mirror asymmetry and much more from this statistical cyclometric geometric point of view. Anyway, we come to us. We see a little to you an interest, which is the Ambrose. Here to play. Currently do not want to waste time. Do you want to have the forecast to play this? The two variables are 2 and 11 on the fourth extract of Bari and Venice on the scientific side. I'll explain a little in detail for those who want to understand more, understand secumetria. To those who don't want to understand anything, take the forecast and end here. We have 47 and 56, so a dry ambo could be 47 and 56. Now I'm going to explain the situation. We need the Bari Venice 47 and 56 forecast, but if we want to go further and make you understand why I gave you this forecast, how did I get there? What is the theory behind it all? What is the geometry? Wait a minute, I'll show you. So in this case, since these are two different forecasts that we have put together, I will give you an example on the book, on the fraction notebook. The one, let's say, with the cyclopetric dick on two nice big pages, and the other on the other type that you saw before, which as a basis has instead two weekly extractions plus one section of the notes of the metric cycle search. In this case we have 20, then we have 65, then we have 11, there it is. Then we have 56. Here we have a nice square, so the square we made, let's mark it, here it is, sorry, not quite. A straight line, but I'm doing everything by hand, that's it. Now we need to find the two intersections. What are they? The two intersections are the first vertex and the second vertex that will give us the hexagon. That is a geometric figure of 6 sides, almost instead the square improperly called in cyclometry. Now we find the hexagon. What is the hexagon? How to calculate the hexagon? You do 20 more. 56, 76, 76 to 2, 38, this is the vertex, 38 is the first vertex, so if one wants to match the first vertex, 38 instead the second vertex is the 83. Here it is, and it forms our hexagon on the cyclometric circle. So as a first base we could have 5, 6, 3, 8, 8, 3 on Bari. Secondary Venice therefore obtained 19 tone to our 24. We have our ambata on Bari 5638883, eternal lunch. This is the first, let's say, geometrization of the event. Who wants to know more? How many stations do you usually play? If see previously, if have come out, how many stations before, how many stations after? I refer you to my book Scientific Lotto, the latest version that I have just updated that you find on Amazon. Just write on Amazon Scientific Lotto and let's say you find it. Can you give yourself a nice Christmas gift or someone you want to give it to? Take the science lot and I'll explain a little bit of everything. We must confuse this with which is the Lotto Draw notebook. Where do you put the extractions? Il Mare Autoscientifico is a book of 185 pages that explains trigonometry, analysis, statistics, frequency, and much more. You can also ask for an email in PDF. As you ask me, write to me on WhatsApp at 3516123132. If you want it on WhatsApp, I'll send it in PDF directly to you. Sorry. Directly to you, I send it in PDF format. You can print the pages that interest you most of all, these 185 pages that make up the scientific batch. Now we go to the second prediction, the second quadrature that forms. Let's see on the other notebook the draw of the lot, because we have occupied the first one with the previous prediction. As you can see, then we have 22 as the first pair. The second couple? And how we can see 56 and 11, so we have 20 and 2 with 65, 47. Now we square it, how we can see, and what we have on Venice as the fourth extract, 47 ambata. 47 and 65 bring us 47 as the fourth extract, then extract ambata in position and 65. Let's do 20 and 2, 22 and 2, 11. The first is 11, the second is 6, 6, 4, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5. Excuse me, 47, 65 plus 47. What is 112.2? 47 and 65 bring us something like 47 as the fourth extract, then extract ambato in position and 65, which take us to two vertices, which are, if you want, we do 20 and 2, 22, 2, 11. The first is 11, the second is 6, 6, 4, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5. Excuse me, 47, 65 plus 47. What is 112.2? 56, and that other summit on 56. So the basic pension, because if we see a beautiful hexagon, sorry handmade, it is not perfect, but you can use the level. So we have 47, 11 and 56, therefore 47, 11 and 56 on Venice secondary Bari. This is the basic forecast that I feel to advise you on this geometric formation. A forecast from another cyclometric notebook shows 56 in Bari, fourth extract. Whoever wants to play it should play both dry in Bari and Venice, 56, 47. What are the summits of the two triplets that gave us the forecast, which is 56? So we, summarizing everything, avoid that someone did not understand Venice. So first of all, those who want to play the extract play it. Those who don't want to play don't play. Those who want to play just one dry ambo play just one dry solambo. Okay, so the extract is only in fourth position in Venice. The 47 ambata pays 55 times to the post office if it comes out. Another forecast, like from the other cyclometric notebook, what do we have? We have instead 56 in Bari, fourth extract. Whoever wants to play it should play it, both dry, such as both dry Bari and Venice, 56, 47. Whoever wants to play at all, I play at all. What are the summits? The summits of the two triplets that gave us the forecast, which is 56. 38, 83 for the first combination, so 5, 6, 3, 8, 3, 3. The other is 47, 11 and 56. Keep in mind that even the trio who wants to play it pays 80 times the stake. So it's not bad, it's not a game to lose, but those who want to narrow 56, 47 close there, just one ambo, just €1. Here we always talk about probability. We must take into account that the game of Lotto is made by a structure that the bank benefits, because what do we get? Aren't we taking 100%? We should take, if we win, just one ambo dry on wheel, not 230 times the stake. Net of holdings, that is the gross, is 250 times the stake, but we should take at least 405 times the stake, 405. So what's missing is his default state at the beginning. If he eats it, we have to play on this. Now 250 out of war for $100 to tell you that we would pick up. In theory, we should take 405 if you will, but we take 250 gross, which should be 230 net. So here is half. Here we are always talking about theory of 61% that the state gives us, the other 40% he keeps. And we must think about this, dear friends. We must only try to reduce the disadvantage. Also, because I always say, let's talk about probability. Cyclometric, let's do geometries, let's not give the state an advantage. Of course we want to have fun. So having fun, we play at least one, only one. So send a scientific badge to here, which you can find in various versions on Amazon. Then you can also ask me about it, other 516123132. I'll send it to you in PDF on WhatsApp. What else can I tell you here? We always talk about making you understand the things that I have to tell you. If you drive the car, but you live inside the car and drive or go to driving school to learn how to drive the car, I believe you go to driving school, get your license, make words here. This is like getting a lottery license. I will explain step by step, so I hope simple, so I hope clearly how to play, what to play, why to play. Because what is at the basis of the MD of the meters of my programs, which you can also find in the programs on the estrazioni.it website. I've done at least 12 different programs, but each program doesn't use one voice, one search, but it's 50 different searches for programs. Keep in mind that not a single entry are 50 windows on average per single program, of which the Scientific 8 is the cornerstone, the site to go see it up. Also on YouTube, you can go on my channel, Gianni Di Amore, see the playlist. Those are the two programs, the programs that I have worked out for the last 30 years. Let's do another analysis on this modem for a moment. Since I said that due to a technical error here in Conversano, they turned on the gas. Did they dig what happened? They touched the pipe. Let's say about the telephone cable, that of all telephone cables, and it no longer works in practice. What have I done? I was forced to buy a modem LTE4J3 tenders. In this case is Huawei. This here basically shows us how I spent, I think about €100 comes to cost this modem. What does he show us? Does it show us how in case of landline default? If we want to we don't want to be without a line, or if we don't want to pay the €30, €35, €40 of the landline with the landline number. I will explain in the next video, if you are interested, how to replace it with a modem with the mobile SIM. Yes, that's the SIM that you pay $5 per month. Put on the SIM and I'll show you how you will surf much faster. I'll give you a test and show you how. Navigate much faster, but I will give you a boxing not in this video, which is out of context, but in the next video I will show you how I did it. What is, let's say, how I set the thing, what parameters to enter, what to do, what not to do, and I will also show you that compared to a normal line. This structure here is much faster. It also costs very little. With €5 you have peak speeds of 70, 40 say in downloads and uploads with this Huawei inversion. As you can see, Cut 7 basically aggregates 3 different bands, or I will give you an example on a 5G modem, which is even the 80s fine cut 6 for 5G, which is much faster, a much lower bandwidth latency, a few milliseconds, and can even reach frequencies of 300 in download or 100 in upload. Keep in mind that we are talking here. With a SIM from €5, so you don't pay those who can't afford it. Those who are always traveling, if they have to carry it with them, pay almost nothing. Why €5 per month? What is €5 per month compared to a fixed fee? You can also take it on your trip wherever you want. Of course we are in Italy, unless you have roaming and so you have solved every problem.